technically we're in disputed waters between Spain over there and Gibraltar. In the water, as you can see, there are lots of Spanish fishing boats. This is the protest that Spanish fishermen had planned. And there's about 20, maybe 30 boats have come out. They've been out on the water for perhaps half an hour now. Gibraltar says we're clearly in Gibraltarian waters. Now, in amongst the boats, you might just begin to see, if I sort of put myself up against the back of the boat, a large Spanish Gibraltarian police boat, British Gibraltarian police boat. In amongst all these fishing boats, there are plenty of Gibraltarian police boats, and there's been tense situations as this Spanish fishing boat and their colleagues have manoeuvred around the Gibraltarian police. And this large boat you can see now has really come into the waters probably within the last 15 minutes. Initially, we just had a couple of small Gibraltarian police boats. And in amongst the fishing boats, the Gibraltarian police boats, we've also got Spanish police boats too. The Guardia Civil, the Civil Guard, are also out here in force in many of their speedboats. So a lot of manoeuvres, really. I think the number of Spanish fishing boats has clearly risen. I can count a lot more boats now than probably 20 minutes ago. And these fishermen say essentially they're here because Gibraltar put a concrete reef just over there in the water, in the spot nearby, and they say that reef restricts their right to fish in these disputed waters. But Gibraltar says, well, these are our waters, so you can't fish here. And that's the crux of the debate, essentially. Obviously, on the land, we've seen those long queues at the border, the tense situations as Spain has increased checks. The Spanish police, the Civil Guard, you can see one of their boats there. They've increased checks at the Gibraltarian border, going from Spain into Gibraltar, Gibraltar out to Spain. We had queues of maybe 3.5 hours yesterday. You can see the Guardia Civil, the Spanish police boat there, moving quickly through the water. And there are these sort of tense moments. The Gibraltarian police came over to us not long ago and said, essentially, you need to back off. They said to the Spanish fisherman who's driving this particular vessel, you need to move back. You're moving too much into Gibraltarian waters. You're moving too close to that concrete roof, the crux, the spark, if you like, of a dispute which has widened. It's widened between Britain and Spain, but these disputed waters here, you can see a plane actually just coming into land. That'll be coming in from Britain, a Ryanair plane. There's a few flights coming into Gibraltar every day, but here in the water, a chaotic scene between these Spanish fishermen, the Gibraltarian police and the Spanish police in their boats too.